Apparently, in 2021, attractive women and fictional characters in movies and in games aren't allowed to exist. Whenever an attractive character is put into a video game, boom, there's outrage over it. Or whenever a character just has feminine features, people try to attack the developers who created the design and cancel them. But game journalists, instead of talking about games or playing them, have decided the most important thing to write articles on are how female characters should look more realistic, but realistic to them means overweight and manly. I talk a lot about female characters that are attractive in games and movies being attacked, and now journalists are promoting an article where characters from games like Mortal Kombat are photoshopped to be much bigger, have things like stretch marks, and they even change some of their outfit designs. So I want to read a CBR article and then show you all the onlinegambling.ca article that shows off these female characters redesigned with realistic bodies. But before we get into the articles, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So let's start off with this article. I am, of course, using archives of all of this. It says iconic female video game characters redesigned with realistic bodies. So there are plenty of awesome female characters to watch and play in today's video games, but with a few notable exceptions, they're not known for realism, especially when it comes to body types. Now, I don't think most people are going to cry over the fact that a female character in a video game might have a tiny waist or, might be walking around without stretch marks. I'm sorry, that's not something I'm not worried about, and I'm sure 90% of people out there do not give a singular F about the fact that, oh my gosh, this female character might have slightly unrealistic body proportions. It says in a series of images created by onlinegambling.ca, 10 characters from popular games including Bloodrayne, World of Warcraft, and Soul Calibur are redesigned to look more like women of the real world, aside from their dramatic outfits and magical weapons. We are talking about fictional characters here, fictional characters that do crazy, nutso, unrealistic things, but no, their bodies, they have to be realistic. So adjustments made to the women's bodies range from added weight to armpit hair, and as the description of the new realistic Bloodrayne of the game Bloodrayne explains, perky breasts are something every female video game character seems to be blessed with, but we're here to make things real, so we've altered her breast shape. I'm sorry, video game journalist, if you do not know this already, but most women are unfortunately blessed with breasts. I don't know why this is a problem, why it's such a sin to have boobs these days. But if we go to the onlinegambling.ca article, it says female video game characters redesigned with realistic bodies. Ah, yes, everyone truly, genuinely is very worried about fictional characters' bodies. This is such an important article, isn't it? I mean, why are they wasting their time doing this? Truly, they're characters that have existed for years upon years. Nobody really cares if their bodies are a little bit unrealistic. So it says, imagine a world where video game characters were real. There would be some downright monstrosities walking among us, but what about the female characters? Unrealistic body representations for women is nothing new in the world of video gaming. But what would some of our female leads look like if they were more realistic or existed in the real world? So it says a real twist on video game characters. Many lead female protagonists within video games resemble similar personality traits. Strong-willed, witty, clever, and robust, but what if these female characters took a more natural approach? Now if we scroll down, here is their ridiculous methodology. It says we polled a group of 70 video gamers on which female protagonists felt they were problematic in design, in representing real-life women's body sizes and standards. A short list of 30 characters was narrowed down to 10 fan favorites. Each character had to appear in a recent game or franchise edition from the last 2 years, and it says the female video game characters were then redesigned to reflect the average American female body, plus elements from the issues raised from the panel discussion. Now, they decided to redesign a bunch of these characters to look more like females in the real world, but I'm just saying, females in the real world aren't carrying around absolutely massive sniper rifles or, having hair that has flames in it, but of course, who cares about that? We only care about adding a couple stretch marks and some weight to them. So let's go to the first example, which is Rain from Bloodrayne. It says, following Rain, a likable character who's seeking to avenge her murdered family. This action-packed hack-and-slash video game was released in 2002, along with a franchise debut with a spin-off series, further games, and 3 films we won't discuss. This looks like a nightmare redesign. Oh my goodness. They, decided to triple her body weight. They had to completely change her outfit because it doesn't fit right on her body anymore. Her face is double the size that it previously was. This looks absolutely terrible. So her uncanny resemblance to Mila Jovovich, whose name they didn't even spell right, leaves some thought that her character could be realistic, but again, her tiny figure and the strength to simultaneously carry twin-arm blades isn't really standard. The character on the right couldn't carry anything besides cookies out of the pantry because the characters that they redesigned, the new versions of the characters, couldn't do anything the original characters could do. You are not telling me the character on the right could flip around pillar to pillar and carry these blades like the character on the left could. There is absolutely no way. League of Legends Misfortune is a fun character, both in design and gameplay. I disagree with the second part. Following the plot of Revenge, she is feared for her merciless and despite her seemingly charming demeanor, there's no lack of blood on her hands. And what's changed? The bounty hunter character is a character famed for her looks, but should also be revered for her resilience and a vengeful spirit. So basically, they made her double the size like the last character. They decided to add stretch marks to her and even added hair to her belly because apparently that's it. That's what people want to look at in video games. We're talking about fictional characters here. Why do they have to look this way? Why can't they just look attractive? What does it matter? They're not hurting anyone. It doesn't really matter that much. What about someone like Scarlett Johansson or Angelina Jolie? Oh yeah, I bet their bodies match a working mom's body for sure, right? Of course not, because fat isn't the only body type that's realistic. There are women who are super skinny, fit, toned, and most characters are stylized. They're not meant to just represent reality. So what does it matter if a fictional character has a tiny waist? It is absolutely ridiculous that people in Hollywood and even in the gaming industry think sexy women are bad and you can't have characters that are meant to look attractive. Now, I wanted to head over to the CBR article that talks about this situation because it is absolutely being ratioed. People are really upset with the fact that they shared it. People are saying things like a lot of NA websites and studios just can't separate reality and fantasy and can't let people enjoy their characters and hobbies. They're always complaining about everything, and it's true, they are literally caring about characters that look slightly unrealistic in their opinions, and they didn't even drastically change some of them here. They only just added a little bit of weight to them. So someone said that's not realistic for an athlete, and it's true. Again, most of these characters can do crazy things, but they can't have slightly exaggerated body proportions. Somebody said it's not realistic for someone who has Olympic level of athleticism to have a mom/dad bod. Why do you consider mild obesity to be realistic? And it's so true. Someone was saying things like, God forbid women who are in professions that require them to run, jump, fight, and climb on the same level as Olympic athletes or mercenaries be in peak physical condition. You can crap on the wardrobe, but their professions and lifestyles make them lean and buff, and it's very true. We are not talking about super realistic characters here. We are talking about characters that are doing out of this world, unbelievable, unimaginable things. And of course, the original article didn't feature any male characters. Why don't they ever talk about male characters that look super unrealistic? Why is that? Oh, right. It's because they don't actually care. They're just trying to get hate clicks. That is why I decided to use archives. I am not going to give them my click, and hopefully a lot of other people didn't actually click on this article and they simply just used archives of it. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way. But I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.